So this is the second part to La Familia video. We're just going to have a look at pronouns first and what order the verbs go in generally, so that we can use two useful verbs for this particular topic. So, los pronombres, pronouns. ¿Qué son? What are they? Well, these words replace the noun or a proper noun. E.g., in the sentence, what would I use instead of Helen in this sentence? Helen went to the beach, found some shells. So what would I use instead of saying Helen again? Hopefully you said she. So she replaces the word Helen, and that's one of the pronouns. So, el orden los verbos, again. What order do they go in? Do you know what order they go in already? Let's have a look. So I is yo, you singular is tú, and singular is when you talk to just one person. He, she, and it, and you formal singular. El, ella, ello, and usted. Usted is the you singular formal version when you're speaking to somebody that's older than you or that you don't know very well, and just one person. We is the nosotros. You plural is vosotros. This is when you're speaking to lots of people that you know quite well. And the last one, they, and the you plural and formal. So they is ellos and ellas. Ellos when it's male or masculine, or a mix of masculine and feminine, or men and women. And ellas just feminine or just women. Ustedes is this formal you when you're talking to lots of people. Okay. Now, in Spanish, we don't tend to use these words, yo, tú, él, ella, ello. They're really there just for emphasis. So when you see a verb, you won't see these particularly at the very beginning of them. So let's have a look at some verbs. But how do we remember this order? Well, I came up with a silly rhyme. This may not help you, but you can have a go. So you could try remembering this mnemonic. So I is the first one, in your head, smile inwardly with your teacher. So the I being the I form, the y being you, h being he, she, and it, we, you plural, and they. In your head, smile inwardly with your teacher, and that would give you the order of the verbs. Any verb you're given will always be in that order when you look in the dictionary as well. So, use of verbs. Let's have a look at the verb tener. So we've got the verb tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. Now, remembering what the order of the verb is, this is the verb to have. So this is our infinitive. It's called an infinitive because it ends in er in Spanish, and it has the word to in front of it in English. So you can't say I to have, for example, and you wouldn't say he to have either. So can you remember what these might mean then? So tengo, what would that be in English? ¿Cómo se dice tengo en inglés? So let's go through let's see some possibilities. Okay, so our possibilities are all up here. Right, pause the video now, have a go, and then we'll go over the answers. Bueno, pues tengo, en inglés is I have. Tienes, en inglés, you have, singular. Tiene en inglés is he, she, it has, or you have, formal singular. Tenemos en inglés es, see, we have. Tenéis en inglés es, you have, plural. Y tienen, they have, or you, formal, plural, have. A couple of useful options to have for this particular topic, so you can extend your tenses, might be the use of the imperfect. Tenía, I used to have, and tendré, I will have. Remember, tener also is used for age. So in Spanish, you don't say I am so many years old, you say I have so many years old. Okay, let's have a look at another useful verb. Ser. So here are our options. Soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Ser is our infinitive, ends in er, in English to be. Remember, in English you can't say I to be. So what are the order of these? ¿Cómo se dice en inglés estos? Aquí hay en inglés. ¿Cuál es el orden? Okay, pause it now, have a go, and then we'll go over the answers. Bueno, pues soy en inglés, I am. Eres en inglés, you are singular. Es en inglés, he, she, it is, or you are en inglés. Somos en inglés, we are. Sois en inglés, you are the plural version. Y son en inglés, they are, or you formal plural are. Again, some useful tense options here might be era, I used to be, or I was, or he, she, it used to be, or he, she, it was. Seré, I will be in the future tense. So era in the imperfect, seré in the future. Okay. Remember that this verb is not used for age. You use the verb tener to have so many years. Okay, sección oral. So, ¿cómo se dice estas preguntas en inglés? ¿Cómo se dice? Número 1, ¿tienes hermanos o hermanas de inglés? ¿Cómo se dice cómo se llaman? ¿Cómo se dice cuántos años tienen? ¿Cómo se dice cómo se llama tu padre, madre, abuelo? ¿Cómo se dice cuántos años tienen? Pause it now and have a think of the questions and what they mean. Bueno, número 1, en inglés, ¿tienes hermanos o hermanas? Do you have any brothers or sisters? Número 2, ¿cómo se llaman? What are they called? With the N on the end. Or ¿cómo se llama? Without the N on the end. What is he or she called? Número 3, ¿cuántos años tiene o tienen? How old are they with the N on the end? How old is he, she without the N? ¿Cómo se llama tu padre, madre, abuelo? What's your dad's or your mum's or your grandfather's name? Remember here you could put any member of the family here using the tu. If it's plural here, you just add an S to the tu and it becomes tus. And again, we'd put an N on the end here because it's what are they called rather than what he, she is called. And our last one, ¿cuántos años tienen? We've already seen. Tiene or tienen. How old are they with the N on? Or how old is he or she without the N on the end? So how do we start all the answers for these questions? So here's some ideas for you. Número 1, sí, tengo. Yes, I have. Or no tengo. No, I don't have. Number 2. Número 2, se llama, he or she is called. Or se llaman, they are called. Tiene, or tienen, they are, with the N, or he or she it is, for age, or so many years old. 4, same as number 2, se llama or se llaman. Se llama, he or she is called. Se llaman, with the N on the end, they are called. Y número 5, the same as number 3, tiene or tienen, he or she is, without the N, or they are, with the N on the end, when we're doing age. So remember in age, for Spanish, we say he or she has so many years. Okay, have a go with your partner and practice these. And when you finish this, have a look at La Familia video number 3.